Alright, good morning, YouTube. I'm opening up with some footage from uh, Secure Team 10 YouTube. Shocking footage. Let me check that again. Shocking new space events. Spook scientists. Ukraine UFO sighting rise. This is some of the sightings that they have been posted and recorded. And Tyler over at Secure Team 10 YouTube has been on forever, is the main individual I have watched for up to date, the most recent current UFO and sightings. Some of them, the recent ones here lately. Before.
And why is that, Miss Green? Because it's devastating to my case. Overruled.
Because they're saying there's no. See, he's laughing, gaslighting here when asked about the existence of UFOs. A little opening there before Tyler gets going. See.
Hey, what is up, guys? Tyler here with Secure Team. So we have quite a bit to cover today. Some amazing footage, some crazy high strangeness captured on camera out of Ukraine. I know you guys have been asking for that. But first, I want to talk about some breaking space-related news, where it has just been discovered by a space agency belonging to the UAE, or United Arab Emirates, and what they dubbed their Hope Mars mission team has reported that a spacecraft that they launched out to monitor Mars and make discoveries has indeed already fulfilled its purpose in this new discovery of what is being called a, quote, new mysterious Martian aurora. And there are multiple news articles on this. I'll cycle through here. UAE's Hope spacecraft discovers mysterious new aurora on Mars. Mars probe discovers shocking new aurora. I mean, shocking. UAE's Hope probe discovers huge worm-like aurora on the red planet. And these articles go on and on. And so basically what you're seeing here in this image would typically be something you would see above Earth or in satellite or video imagery happening above our planet. And it's pretty standard and typical stuff where on Earth during certain times we will have these beautiful hundreds or even thousands of miles long, green, glowing, sort of zigzagging clouds. And aurora, for those of you who don't know, and specifically what is Earth's aurora, well, it's also known as the polar lights. And
pardon my reach. Alright. Figures. Alright, we're not going to take much for Tyler. That's honestly, that was just to get him a little screen time there, because the UFO sightings, again, for up to date, you just really can't beat his site, or I haven't been able to find anyone with anything even close to his current.
And again, we've shown on this channel that many of the Martian photographs that first came out showed blue skies with clouds and dust storms, much like on Earth. And when you're looking at this main image here, it's just amazing. We've never seen anything like this. And so it brings up further questions that I've had about Mars for years now, which is that it is much more active than we are being told by NASA, otherwise known as Never a Straight Answer, or Never Admitting Space Anomalies. Take your pick.
Yeah.
And again,
I did it again because I didn't move the arrow.
Martian photographs that first came out, giant earthquakes or Mars quakes, as they're called, that completely rocked the
see, he's doing a thorough coverage on this, right?
Seismic events are the largest Mars quakes to ever be recorded. Now, isn't that a coincidence?
and strange building-like structures. There's a lot of mysteries on Mars.
Right at the same time,
Not just the face.
Mars Quake hunting lander detected 2 of the largest seismic events to date, and on the far side of the planet, no less. NASA's InSight lander touched down on Mars in November 2018, carrying the most...
Okay, couple of sightings.
Okay, so this was posted on April 9th, actually, now that I'm checking. So definitely this month, and it was posted by John Vargas YouTube channel. And I'll post the link to this original video down below. Show him some love.
Yeah, and check out Security 10 for full footage and coverage of the most current UFO sightings. And, you know, show him some love on that. You see the dates that the same ship has been seen.
So that leaves us with a question. Could this be a drone? I don't know.
I'm suspecting it is. Yeah, probably a drone.
Very far away. You're talking about typical drones. We're talking an object that's not usually more than a foot wide, maybe a little more, and not easily seen. This appears as, you know, a defined black sort of diamond-shaped object at extreme distances, yet it's still highly visible, which leads me to believe it's much larger. It's been captured above the clouds, moving at an extreme high rate of speed. And so, yeah, any viewers, and I know I have viewers in Colombia, do you know what it is? Is it someone letting off balloons? Again, I've never seen balloons act with such purpose as these objects seem to be doing in multiple pieces of footage, ranging from 2020 to April of this year. So tell me what you guys think down below. Now, next, I know you guys have been wanting to see some new UFO footage, if any, out of Ukraine. Originally, you guys have probably seen footage like this of webcams in the capital city of Kyiv, of these large white lights, or whatever you want to call
Orbs.
them. Some have said these are drones, but again, I don't know any drone that at night and at
Leaves a
parties
trail. I've seen that
glows
here in
with
Florence
such an
before.
extremely bright white light to where it just looks like a giant ball of plasma or something like that.
Yeah.
Drones are typically stealthy.
You'll find footage of it on my channel and some of my historical episodes of my filming in my own backyard.
As there is an eruption on the ground. But then we have some other strange sightings, such as this, where someone captured, oddly or coincidentally enough, right next to, I've confirmed, is likely an Orthodox church in the capital city. And we see this very strange cross or plus sign-like outline in the clouds. And as you're seeing some close-ups, and we're circling the object and bringing down the brightness and upping the contrast, it's for sure there. There's something there that strangely is directly next to a church and is in the shape of the very symbols on top of these golden steeples. But I don't see how it could be a reflection, and it doesn't even match the angle, really, of any of these. So, very strange. Here we have another one of these large, white, glowing spheres, if that's what it is. I don't know what the shape of it actually is, but nonetheless, hovering above the trees, again, like previous or earlier footage. But I have some new footage for you guys that is even more amazing. So first we'll start off with this, and none of these have sound because some of them have music over them or just loud booming sounds. So we'll just review the footage. And this,
and you can check the German woodcut
I don't know where it is. I don't have
for historical confirmation that this is fairly typical in a time of war for these ships and sky phenomenon to start showing up. Anyway, there's countless other evidence famous
footage compared to just a white light in the sky. Now this footage really astonished me because this object was said to have been and is shown to be captured from daylight to nighttime. So at first we see it when there's some light out in the sky, and it just seems to be a light that's just sitting there, not moving, static, above what appears to be an ocean. I don't know if it's the the Black Sea. I'm not sure what it is. Here you're seeing video of the object later that night, still sitting there, glowing in the sky. And what was amazing is that at one point in the footage, you can actually see tracer rounds. So someone is firing toward this object. A tracer round is usually when every other bullet contains what is called a tracer tip, which when sent through the barrel towards something leaves a streak of color behind it so that you know exactly where you are aiming.
All right. For further footage, check him out. I'm going to go ahead and jump over to Mary Greeley, because while this is going on, we also have over here.
We love to share. We love to share our goals, our innovations, our knowledge.
Miss Mary Greeley.
Hi everyone, I'm Mary.
Who is reporting about the Yellowstone
Beehive was really
volcano.
shooting off a moment ago. There's some people there that this fellow over here went close and then actually moved away because it's so windy there. It was carrying the water all the way over to where they were at. This is a live webcam from.
Okay, here we go.
Alright, so let's start it out with the most recent earthquake of the 5 earthquakes that they are reporting today at Yellowstone. Today is April 27th, 2022, Wednesday. And you'll see the red dot here. This is goes on near Hedge and Lake. They're saying it was a magnitude 0.0. Right. Here we have on the left the borehole for the Madison River area. This here is the regular monitor for Maple Creek. And on the far right is Lake Butte. This is the earthquake as it showed up at Maple Creek. I think they're off on the location of the earthquake. And this is the borehole. Right there's the signature. I want to make this one bigger because they are so off in the size of the earthquake. It was actually
a 2.7.
A magnitude 2.07.
Yeah.
Carried away and hitting the zeros. Not a 0.0.
Dramatically different.
Seismic signature. And there's
Misrepresentation there.
And it probably shook for a few seconds. You can see all the gases that came up. But that is the most recent earthquake. It's currently 1:02 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Let's close this out. And we got another one right here marked in red at 11:01 in 50 seconds, probably about universal time. Here's the spectrogram, and let's go to its seismic signature right there. USGS says it is a magnitude 0.9. 6.5 miles in depth. Yeah, I changed the depth. This 0.0 was 7 miles. Everything's measured from sea level. 0.9, but it's actually, let me pull it down.
A 2.09.
It's actually a magnitude 2.19. Yeah, and then there's another one. I don't know who they got looking there. Let's see. We got a lot of little ones up farther up, marked in red. Looks like we had blobs of magma coming into the system. Let's look at the spectrogram. Yeah, look at all this activity earlier. And we'll just come down because I want to go to the other monitors. I'll show you all that. Let's extract that. Yeah, harmonic tremors, or actually volcanic tremors. Yeah, that's what we got here. Remember, sometimes they're tectonic, and other times it's harmonic.
Okay.
Let's look at that.
And, yeah.
Volcanic tremors. For those of you that have been following me over the years, you remember that the Madison River area, which is these two monitors here in the center and on the left, is where the last major eruption started before it did an unzipping. Think of a zipper. You pull it down, it opens up. Multiple eruptions occurred in a counterclockwise rotation, starting up over here where we got these two little dots. And then when it got down to, right close to here, right there at Heart Lake, at Yellowstone Lake, which is the Mallard Lake Resurgent Dome, and then the Sour Creek Resurgent Dome, which would be up in this direction, collapsed at the same time. When that collapse occurred, that's when the whole caldera blew, and it blew out the mountains. That's why we, if you look at the mountains here, see how they're kind of just roughly ending over here? Yeah, it just blew it all out, this whole area. So if you're looking at the live web camera, this...
All right, we don't want to take too much of her stuff. If you want to stay updated on that, I would recommend it. She doesn't just do Yellowstone, but she focuses on Yellowstone mostly in trying to correct and put out more representative of the facts reports on the activity at Yellowstone. And that's with the politics and all the war efforts continuing to go on. That's pretty much up to date, other than fires in Hawaii, droughts in the breadbasket states that grow the food that we eat, while the chickens are being killed off for a bird flu, and they're talking about a monkeypox virus that they're trying to build concern over, at least publicly in the media. So they're trying to put the pressure on. Yeah, well, hang tough. Stick to it. If you're prepared, there's no need to be scared. So, sorry about that. Little technical difficulty. Thank you. Excellent way to go out there. Good night, good day, good evening. Thank you for watching. Whenever you see this, like and subscribe. I guess share maybe if you want to. Matt out.